Hey, Espresso lovers, Mark here from Whole Latte Love. Have Todd with me today. We're going to take a look at some entry-level super automatics, right? There we got a Delonghi, a couple Gaggias, and a Jura here. These are like kind of the entry level into this sort of machine, bean to cup. You turn them on, push a button, it can make you a coffee, espresso, cappuccino, cortado.
Yeah.
We'll see. And we've got a really espresso and coffee specialist down at the end there we'll take a look at. Before we get going, I want to let you know if you wanted to get a personal expert demo on these, check out our CoffeeCast, right? That's where you get one-on-one with an expert who can help you get into the machine that's going to be right for you. Also, I'll just let you know that if you have questions, you can call in today, right? We got the phones open Monday through Friday till 9:30 Eastern, so you can talk with a coffee expert there. If you don't like to use voice, you can chat in on the website. Also, do check out our website. Subscribe there and opt in for emails, and you can get additional subscriber-exclusive discounts. And we got some great discounts going right now on these as well, so do check those out. So let's get into it. We're going to start. We'll start with a very basic machine, this Delonghi Magnifica Evo here. We're going to take a look at the Gaggia. You see the milk carafes on these too, so they make milk drinks. They're one-touch machines, right? Mm-hmm. Just give me a quick, what's a one-touch machine?
Yeah,
John?
One-touch, you just push the button once, it'll make a cappuccino or cortado or a latte for you.
Yeah, like literally a minute after you turn it on, another minute, and you've got one of those milk drinks.
Then you take the carafe off, you stick it in the refrigerator, and you can use it for the next time. And they also have hot water dispensers, so when you take the carafes off, you put another spout in there, you can do hot water dispensing for Americanos or such.
Yeah, or tea or oatmeal or
whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Hot water.
But we'll start. We're working our way up basically in capabilities here. So we're going to start with this Delonghi Magnifica Evo. So first, the basics on how these machines work. In most cases, you're going to load beans in the top up here. So if you get a look up top here, you'll be able to see where the beans go in. And you can see on this that we have adjustable grind size here. So depending on what sort of drinks you make, you may want to change that a little bit. You know, if you're making longer coffee drinks, right, Todd?
If you want an Americano, then or a longer coffee, you just have to set to a coarse setting so that you don't over extract.
So beans up top. All of these machines that we'll look at also have what's called a bypass doser. So if you look up top here, you can scoop in some decaf coffee. That's probably what they're mostly used for, is doing a decaf?
Yeah, mostly. But remember, just use one scoop. It's not there to be loaded up with coffee. Just one scoop.
That's right. And then up front here, so we've got drip trays, water tanks. They'll all have a water tank that comes in, so you load them up with water. And then in most cases, you know, you're always gonna have a used coffee drawer. So you see that right here, the used coffee pucks fall into there. We got a couple in there. All these machines will tell you when those need to be taken care of, when you need to add water or empty the coffee drawers. And then up top here, so if we look at the display up here, I'm gonna put the old glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So this machine is not a one-touch machine. You can see it has a steam wand here, but this is an auto frothing wand, so it gets the air in the milk for you. But then up top here, we can make an espresso, a coffee, a long coffee, an Americano. This is one of the lower priced machines that has the Americano available on it. Or you can do over ice. So what it does here is it turns down the brewing temperature just a little bit so you wouldn't melt a cup of ice on it. But let's get one going. These things are so easy to use. I'm just gonna, let's make a coffee here, and then I'll show you how this frosts. A lot of times you're gonna have adjustable spouts, so you can get your spouts closer to or further away from your cup, depending on the cup size you're using. So if you're looking at one of these, I'm just gonna press coffee here, and I hit it twice.
You hit it twice.
My bad. So it's going to go through a little cycle here. But while we're talking about that, I'm going to let it do its cycle here. Okay, so I'm going to press the coffee button. It's grinding the beans now. So I can just walk away at this point. And you can program these machines to give you the volume that you want.
Mm-hmm. Now, just for the record, if you hit the coffee button twice on a Gaggia, it'll do a double shot.
Yes. We do have that available, if you can see up top here, we do have that available up here at ×2. Now on the Delonghi, it's a little bit different than the Gaggia machine that the Gaggia machines that we'll look at, where it just grinds a little extra, like 20 to 30% more coffee to make the double. So it's not like a true double coffee, but if you had 2 cups, you could, put them side by side on here and make 2 coffees at the same time. And that's as easy as it gets. Now, if you're familiar with drip coffee, the thing about, most times you're doing that from pre-ground coffee, man, I gotta tell you, whole beans ground fresh is just another world of coffee flavor. And I'm not exactly sure where this machine was programmed, the volume here, so I'm just gonna stop it right now by hitting that button again. Now, if I pressed and held that button, it would dispense coffee, and then when I have the amount that I want in there, I press again, then it would store that amount. And that's very common in these machines, that press and hold programming. So Todd, why don't you show us the Gaggia Magenta, or Velasco over
Velasco
here.
Prestige, yeah.
And while you do that, I'm going to get some milk ready and get some frothing set to go on this machine.
Okay.
Oh, and if you have any questions, sorry to interrupt that. If you have any questions about these machines, how they operate, how to use them, get in the chat on Facebook or YouTube, and we will be taking your questions. We have some folks back there ready to forward those to us. Hi guys, how you doing? So if you have the questions, start asking now. Okay, Todd, go take it away.
Okay, Velasco Prestige, Gaggia machine. Just so you know, all the Gaggia machines are actually made in Italy. There was a little time where they weren't, but they're all made in Italy now, which I think is probably about the only manufacturer that has machines still only made in Italy now.
Yeah, the Delonghi here, that's made in Romania.
Yep. So bean hopper up top, just like on the Delonghi. And your bypass dosers over here for your pre-ground coffee. On the front of the grind setting, there's a little yellow peg coming up here. The machine comes with a tool. You can push it down and set your grind setting that way.
To suit the coffee you're using, the drinks you're making?
Yep. And I always prefer to leave it on the finest for me.
Yeah,
makes the best espresso.
Yep.
But you can change it. So over here you have your two different coffee buttons here, one for this espresso, one for longo. You can program them to be any size you want, any amount of coffee. Over here, if you push this button, you'll see these different beans light up, or the scoop button.
Watch your arm there.
Oh, sorry.
Here, I'll do it for
you
you. How
push
about
the
that?
button for me. How about that?
So that's like full strength, and then one more hit, and we get into the pre-ground coffee. But we want full strength, right?
Yep.
So we'll
of
put
course.
it right back there?
Of course. Yep. If quick clean button for the carafe. Here's your cappuccino button if you want to make cappuccino, just milk froth. And you have what they call special drinks. You can push that, and that's for hot water, or what they call a baby cappuccino, which is a small cappuccino.
So hot water, you just remove the carafe and put a spout in there. And
yeah. So the carafe will come out, and then you would just put that in there, and that will give you your hot water.
You gotta love the carafe, because you just take it right out of the fridge, stick it on the machine, and you're ready to make a milk drink. Like I said, from turn on to having a milk drink done under 2 minutes.
Yep. And so if you just want to make an espresso, we'll just push the button, make an espresso.
What's grinding your whole beans fresh, sir? I was gonna grab a little cup.
Yeah. Adjustable spouts here, you can put them down so your coffee doesn't fall as far and break up the crema.
And this really, this is about as convenient as an espresso can get, and it's whole beans ground fresh, unless, of course, you're doing a decaf or something with a bypass.
And this is nice, too, because this has a stainless steel front. So a lot of people obviously have the stainless steel refrigerators and such, so this will blend in really nicely. So that's your espresso. Now I'll show you how to get the water reservoir in the used coffee container. Over on this side, we have the reservoir, pretty good size.
And you put a filter in here.
Yeah, right in through there.
To get rid of the chlorine, and also would extend the time between descaling on that machine.
Yeah. Yep, the carbon filter takes care of that. Used coffee comes out here. Drip tray comes out from the front here.
Nice large drip
You hang
tray
on to
on
that
it.
for a minute.
Yep.
And the
Oh yeah, show them
the brew group,
business end
which
of
is
it.
really nice about these machines, is you can take the brew group out for cleaning. This piece comes out, and you can pull that out. Just rinse this out under the sink and let it dry. Do all the nooks and crannies.
No soap, no dishwasher.
No dishwasher. And it slides right in, clicks in, and you're good to go again. And now on the display, it tells you when your drip tray's missing and when all the other pieces are missing also.
I'm going to get you a little water for that, just in case, right?
Okay. We'll get her back together. Now it says you're missing your water reservoir.
But let's make a milk drink here and just show folks how easy that is.
Okay.
That should be enough.
Notice the BWT water pitcher? Highly recommend those. Okay, let's see. Want to make a baby cappuccino?
Yeah.
Go special drinks. Go down.
And again, these would all be, well, I think the baby cap is like a specific size, but the other
Yeah.
ones, the other milk drinks, you can program the size that you'd like those to be, just using that press and hold.
Correct.
So you press and hold a button, your coffee would come out. When you got enough, you'd stop it. And then,
Gotta remember it.
yeah. And so it takes just a moment to heat up here, but it's gonna froth our milk for us and put the coffee over the top. So you hear it pumping, and it's about to do the milk froth here. I really love the craft deal, right? I mean, there's other machines in this class that use, oh, sorry, I'm blocking. Other machines in this class might use a pickup tube to do their thing. So there might be a little bit more to clean. And we'll see at the end here, you can do a quick clean, right? So you can put the craft right back in the fridge.
You know what's nice about these super automatics too is if you want to get up in the morning and stumble downstairs and just make an espresso quick and then stumble back upstairs and take a shower, it's a great way to start the morning. I might do that.
I do that every single day. And there you go, there's our baby cap. Now, I don't know if you taste espresso. I wanted some of this here.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's give that a go. Wow, and now it's hot as well.
Yeah, we'll do a quick clean.
So this is going to put some hot water and a bit of steam through here to clean this all out so it can go right back into the refrigerator, ready to go for next time.
Yep,
So
there you go.
You're done.
Just pull it out. Stick it in the fridge, you're good for next time. That's the Velasco Prestige.
Okay, and now we have, so kind of a step up here a little bit in the number of drinks and how it makes some of the drinks here with the Magenta, right?
Yeah, the Magenta's the next, what do you call, next version?
Yeah.
Next, the progression up through machines. Got a really nice display up here. I'll show you the drinks that you can make with this. I don't know, are we on the screen here? Can we do that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Thank you. So we have a ristretto put in, froth milk, cortado, and then you use this button here to go to the next one. Espresso, cappuccino, and coffee. Latte macchiato for a hot water dispenser. And with that, you would install, whoop, there it is.
A little spout.
This spout in where the carafe was, and your Americano.
So more drinks on this one, right? And I noticed the craft maybe has a slightly larger volume.
Yep. So let's do a drink out of this. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go find my cortado. Did I pass that up? And we use our
Well, we'll make it in here. So we get this cup is available.
cap's available, a little small, but that's fine.
Now, one of the things.
Oh, I should have showed you. I could have, at that point, you could have changed the program on it so you had more or less milk to customize it to what you wanted. And then after that, you'd actually be able to save it so that's the same drink every time.
Now we noticed. I noticed over here. One thing that's different over here is it'll flip the milk preparation order based on the drink being made.
Right.
So if you're making a cappuccino, it'll do exactly what the Velasco did here, and it will do the milk first. For this drink over here, it's going to do the coffee first, which we just saw, and then put the milk over top. And the way that the milk and the coffee mixes is different when you do that. Now it's always going to be milk first on the Velasco.
That's because that's the older machine before people started doing this.
Yeah. And now on this machine, depending on the drink again being made, it will flip the order. So it's just heating up to the steaming temperature right now. But again, you could be, brushing your teeth or something right now. No, it wouldn't take that long unless you got your machine in the bathroom. But it gives you that progress
That'd be
bar.
kind of weird, wouldn't it?
I guess so. And I don't want to drink my coffee right after brushing
Talk
my
about
teeth.
a coffee addict.
Yeah.
Not that any of us are.
No, that doesn't happen here at all. So you made a really small cortado. Again, you could reprogram
Put it
that.
where you want.
And again, it's got that carafe clean function.
So I'm not, okay, we'll
You
start.
don't have to do that if you don't
No.
want to. Because
No.
if you're going to make another
No
milk
drink.
drink, you just go right ahead and make another milk drink if you have a friend with you.
Yep. So then just take that out, stick it in the fridge, and you're good for next time after you do your cleaning.
All right, Ted, I'm going to switch sides so I can get over to this machine.
Just real quick, let's blast through this so it don't take too long. Bean hopper up top on this one, and your bypass doser reservoir. This one's a little different, comes out the top, out through there. And again, you can put your water filter right in that fitting there. Drip tray, used coffee container here. Brew group, just like the other one, comes out the side here.
Very
Okay.
good. So you move on to, with the Magenta here, more drink capabilities. Also, it's a very skinny machine, right?
Yeah, it takes up less counter space.
And the display's a little nicer. It's upgrade there. So I'm going to switch sides with you here. I'm going to go over to the Jura ENA 4. So this is a coffee and espresso specialist only. So no milk drinks on this one. This is Jura's least expensive machine. They have machines that will do the milk drinks. They get much more expensive. I do like the reservoir on this. It's got the little diamond pattern on it. It's really easy to always see how much water you have in there. In this machine up top, the beans are going to go right in here. You do have adjustable grind size here, but you turn this whole ring to get that. I'm going to go to the finest again. So on Jura machines, let's make an espresso first. So again, this is like a super simple machine to operate. So you've got coffee strength, so you can also do pre-ground. If we still have that up top shot, that would go right in here. This slides open. But I just want a strong coffee or espresso from whole beans. I got my little cup under there, and I hit the espresso button. And these would be programmable just like they would on the other machines, where you press and hold, and then once you have the amount of coffee you want in there, you press again, and then it'll store that amount for next time. Now, it also has special brewing on here. So it does what's called PEP brewing, a pulse extraction process. So it pulses water through the coffee. It also did a little pre-infusion there. And now it's actually going to brew.
I think it's still getting itself set up.
Oh, yep, it's still working it out there.
Yeah, hear the brew group moving around,
Yeah.
getting reset.
Oh,
Now the
there it
grinder's
goes.
going.
It was just heating up, I think, or something, yeah. So now it's going to make our espresso and do the pulse extraction process here. And if you listen real close, you may hear it. There was a little pre-infusion. You can hear it kind of got that little thump. So it pulses through the coffee. And you can see that the lovely creme that it's making here. Very nice. Now I'm going to get a little taste of that one. Yeah. All these machines do really, really well. Now what I want to do is just show you it can make just like a regular coffee as well. When it makes the regular coffee, and I'm going to go full strength,
Okay.
it doesn't use that pulse extraction process, so it doesn't over extract the coffee. So if you like your coffee with some body and that, I leave my grind size real fine on this.
Even for a full cup?
Even for a full cup, yep.
Yeah, because it brews pretty quick, you see.
Yeah, it does. So it's all about that contact time with the coffee. And I know I had this previously programmed for a larger cup. So I am just going to stop this when I have the amount. Now I could program it for this cup, obviously. But I just want to show you how this works. I'm going too far. Boom, just hit it. And then there's my coffee. And again, it's just so much different to have a coffee made from fresh beans, right?
You bet.
Oh, and that's, yeah.
And not just fresh, but you get the opportunity to choose anything you want. There's an amazing amount of coffees out there. I was using some whole Latte of Guatemalan coffee, single origin, for an Americano, and it was just fantastic. It was so much different than what you'd get out of something like maybe a darker roast or even one of these like Lavazza or all those other coffees. You really explore, and you're not locked in to what the capsule people or anything else. You can do whatever you want. So it's if you have Americano with some of these single origin coffees, it'll change everything. Trust me.
It really will, and that's what coffee lovers really do. If they want a longer cup, they usually do an Americano because the flavor is more pure, and distinct.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I sometimes I knock on the plastic little things that you stick into the machines. We all know what they're called.
Yeah.
But the waste associated with that, and literally that coffee that's ground into there, that might have been ground who knows how long ago.
Sure.
And you're grinding fresh for every cup here. Plus you have all the milk drink options, and just how fast they are.
Yeah.
I mean, for years ago, if you go back 15 years, I was using drip coffee makers, making full pots, often throwing a lot away. Here it's a cup at a time, or 2 cups at a time. Like you said, on the Gaggia machines, you just hit a coffee button twice, and it'll double up, right? A little different than how it's done on the Delonghi, where it just adds a little bit of coffee to that. On these, it does 2 grind cycles, so you maintain exactly the same coffee every time, even if you do 2.
Yep.
So let's just make a quick check if there's any questions there.
Yeah, we've got one question. They asked if you can remove the brew group on the Jura ENA.
No, on the Juras, you do not remove the brew group. It's a little different. It's permanently in the machine. So instead what you do, for cleaning of this, you put a little cleaning tablet in the bypass doser here, and it handles it all for you. Now, one of the things that Jura does, their machines tend to be a little bit more expensive maybe than other manufacturers' machines that have similar capabilities, but they really try and make them as convenient as possible to use. So there's that, the cleaning through here. So it's, what do you like,
Yeah, they all work.
They do.
Different manufacturers, they do different things, but when it comes right down to it, they all work well.
Yeah.
I personally, I do like the removable brew group. I can say it.
5 times
Yeah,
fast.
no, I can say it once. I do like that. So if you ever something goes wrong and it's just not brewing, that's easy to check by yourself if something goes wrong with that, or lube it back up.
Right.
With the Jura, you'd have to send the machine in.
Yeah, I mean, like I've had Gaggia machines at home. I use a Gaggia machine here every day for my Americanos, and I rotate through machines at home. I've had a Jura for a while, Gaggias for a while, and they're all incredibly reliable. That's one of the nothing worse than getting up in the morning, your coffee not going, and that's never happened to me in a decade.
Actually, it hasn't happened to me either, now that I think about it.
Yeah, so, and we get I know for the Gaggia machines, because we do Gaggia repair. In fact, we got probably the top Gaggia technician in the world who works for us, right?
We have 2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I don't want to
Don't forget Mike.
Oh, okay, don't forget. Sorry,
He's been around the block a few times. And he's
Sorry,
standing
Mike.
right behind here.
Oh, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
He might beat me up after this. I don't know. But I know they send us, because they'll get customers will send in the screenshots on machines that count, how many drinks they made, and I see 15,000, 17,000.
Yeah.
So they really are quite reliable, and I just love the convenience of them. I mean, look, I also live in the high-end espresso world where we're using flow control and all that, but if you just want a quick cup that's consistent every single time, these guys can do it. I mean, so let's talk, a little bit. I mean, you mentioned the maintenance on this, and on the Gaggia machines, it's really just pulling that brew group out once a week, maybe, and rinsing it.
Yep. And it comes with some lube, so if, down the line, if you want to clean it out with some hot water and soap and re-lube it, you can do that.
Yeah. Same thing. The group is removable as well on the Delonghi. Over here on the Jura, it's not. You use those cleaning tablets, but you can expect, I think the expectation is no problem getting 10,000 cups out of these. So if you do a little math, on what you're paying for a cup of coffee someplace else, or those little plastic cups, which my gosh, are so expensive. Usually you can have a much better coffee with a bean to cup super automatic machine, and a lot more drink options.
Yeah, a lot better coffee.
Yeah. So now we're talking about the entry level. One thing I did want to mention is we do have refurb machines, right? So we have a great 30-day return policy. So if you decide, it didn't fit on my countertop, it didn't do this, so we get some machines back, and then we put them through the ringer, and then we sell them as refurb. So it's a really good way to get into a machine that somebody maybe got to their home and say, that it wasn't, I wanted these other features or something. So a lot of them, may come back with very little use, right?
Yeah, great shape.
And great shape, and you can save a bundle there, because we are looking at the entry level, because as we go up, we'll take a little, in some other live streams, we'll go up a level, and we'll take a look at machines that have even more capabilities. I know We'll be taking a look at the Gaggia Academia, which is like literally my favorite super automatic bean to cup machine that I've ever used.
I would say without question that's the best brewing super automatic I've ever used.
So we'll take a look at that and some others. But let's do another check for questions there. Anything?
Yeah, we got one more from Raphael. In terms of flavor, any difference for the espresso from a super auto comparing to a semi-auto?
So, you know, that's one I get asked all the time. You know, we're very involved in our YouTube comments. I get asked that all the time. And I would say this. You're going to get a very consistent drink out of these, right? It's going to be like the same drink every time. If you're into high-end super auto where you got a really good grinder or a semi-automatic machine, a really good grinder, can you make a better shot? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can. But it's the effort that you need to put into that, and you got to have a little knowledge and skill to get there. It's not terribly bad, but it takes longer.
Yeah, it's a lot of people like to get into it for the art of it and for the experience and the whole culture of it. But this is just easy. You get your coffee and you're done, and they do a really nice job, and people are really happy with them.
Yeah, and I think with the controls you got as far as the strength and the grind setting, and as we'll see in some more upper level machines, you get even more control over that, so you can really get it to where you want. I mean, that Academia I mentioned, it's got like flow control on the front, so you really tune it in, and does other things like it can make an espresso with a ristretto on top, which is just incredible. But these do really well. I'd say, you know, I don't know. I drink the Americanos and the long coffees from these all the time, and I could use any machine I want.
Yeah,
pretty much. So.
They do a nice job. The reviews on the coffee is always good. People say they like them. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really telling. If you go to the website and check the reviews, the verified buyer reviews, what users say about these compared to the coffee they've had in the past, you're going to find out that they really love them. And all these machines, they all get excellent reviews. So I think, what's another really common question that we get about these?
There's some user questions.
Yeah.
Just good things to know about them. When you empty the dredge drawer on these, the used coffee, always make sure the machine is turned on when you do it.
Yeah.
That way the machine knows you've done it. Maintenance, doesn't take a lot of maintenance, but keep up on that. If you keep up on that, these things will last for a very long time.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot to do. With the Gaggias, you just take the brew group out, clean that. I guess you can do that on Delonghi. Change your water filters, make sure you do that at the right amount of time. And do the descaling, which is very easy. Just push a few buttons and do what the instructions tell you to do.
Right. I mean, like if I, back from my drip coffee days, I think, there's less maintenance involved in this than, loading up my thing, getting the paper filter, dumping it out, rinsing it out. Really, these are more convenient than making a pot of drip coffee, and oh my gosh, so much better.
Yeah, because every time you got to dump it out and redo everything. Just get up in the morning, just push a button and you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to be back. You're coming back in half an hour. We're going to take a look at some of those semi-automatics, the big dual boilers.
Dual boiler babies.
The big boys. We got a really special one coming up that I know we've been really involved in the development of with some folks over, where are they?
Yeah, from Spain.
From Spain.
The Creme machine.
Very exciting machine. So, look, if you have any questions about these, you want to get a personal expert demo, do use the CoffeeCast for that. It's available right on our website. You can schedule one of those, and they could even do a comparison between a couple of machines if there's a couple that you're looking at. So, all right, Todd, thanks so much for being with you.
Glad to be here.
And we'll see you. We're going to flop out some machines and take a look at those the big boys, the dual boilers.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here back soon. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options, like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean to cup specialty cafe in your home, like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Giotto, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Hey, coffee lovers, Mark here from Whole Latte Love. I have Nick with me. Nick, we're going to take it some mid-level, super automatic bean-to-cup machines. He's making coffee, espresso, lattes, cortados, flat whites, all kinds of different things. So we'll kind of take a look at a range of these. You're going to help me out here. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I just also want to let you know, if you want to get more detail with a coffee expert, you can schedule a CoffeeCast. So if you got specific questions, want to see a demo, Nick, I know you do a lot of these.
That's right. So you can book one right on the website. We've got a link right down on the bottom. It says CoffeeCast. Pick from the machines that we've got. Choose the one that you have, and we'll set you up either for a pre or post sale so that you can basically get some as close to hands-on experience, let's say, as possible when you're doing some online shopping.
It's great, and it's free, and you can really get to know a product before you buy it.
That's right.
That's awesome. All right. Also, go to Whole Latte Love, make an account, opt in for the emails. You'll get subscriber-only discounts that you'll get throughout the year on machines, products, accessories, beans.
Beans, maintenance products, all kinds of stuff.
Our customer service lines are open. You can give us a call. You can chat in on the website to get some expert advice there. That goes till 9:30 Eastern weekdays, and we're on Saturday and Sundays, 10 to 5:30 through the holidays. And we've got, of course, great return policies, right?
January 15th, right?
Or 30 days, which is ever longest, so you can buy with confidence right now. And really good deals, of course, going on. We're on Black Friday right now if you're watching us live. Really great deals on a lot of these products right now. But we're going to go through a range of mid-range bean-to-cup super automatics. These take whole beans, grind them fresh. All of these can also use pre-ground if you want to do the decaf or something. You'll see it's got some milk options here too. So we have one-touch machines that do touch a button and you get those milk drinks.
Right,
really
start to
easy.
finish makes your whole milk drink at the push of a button.
And so we'll kind of talk about the capabilities, and we're sort of kind of going up through range what all of these can do. They're all very similar. If they're going to take it, well, if we can go up top here, to take whole beans, fresh on the top. You got adjustable grinders on all these machines, so you can dial it in for the coffee you're using. Then they're going to take water, and we'll get to these. So they have a water reservoir like this. And this machine, you're going to also have, well, all the machines are going to have some sort of drip tray, which catches any drips. And then you're also going to have a used coffee box somewhere on the machine. This is where the used coffee gets deposited. These machines will all tell you when any of those are going to need your attention, right? They also they're very hygienic because they rinse on startup and shutdown. They have special milk cleaning functions, all the machines, so you can, like some of our carafe-based machines, we'll see how that works. You can pull it right out of the fridge, put it on the machine, make your milk drink, do a quick rinse, put it right back in the fridge for later on or tomorrow or whatever, and it's ready to go. So again, let's start right here. We'll start with the Gaggia Academia. So you have a color display here, lots of drink options. Let's just kind of quickly go through them. I got espresso, coffee, cappuccino, latte macchiato, espresso lungo, Americano, one of my favorites, cafe au lait, hot water, cafe cortados, flat whites, latte macchiato, extra large. I skipped by the extra large drinks here, so you get an extra large cappuccino or latte macchiato. And all of these are going to be programmable in volume. You can do that like with press and hold, right? But I want to make a milk drink. So I get my milk drink, and I can do regular coffees. This is the hot water spout that I'm pulling out right now. I'm going to replace that with a carafe that I just pulled from the fridge, attach it to the machine. This machine also has a bunch, you can customize drinks.
That's right.
So you can have a bunch of custom drinks made. I'm just going to go with, let's do the flat white. It's one of my favorite milk drinks. So I just press the flat white button, and you can see the display here shows me all the parameters of the drink, something I really like about this Gaggia machine. We'll see that down on the Academia as well when we get there. How much coffee I'm going to go by ounces. You could change this to milliliters if you want. How much milk I'm going to get. So I'm going to just up my milk just a little bit. Say, yep, that's great. I can change my strength and temperature here. I want mine hot, and I want it full strength. I like a really coffee-forward drink. Once I'm happy with that, just press start, and it's going to do the rest. This machine has adjustable spouts, so I can get my espresso or coffee spouts down closer to my glass, so I won't break up the creme as much. And in this drink, the flat white, it's going to do the milk first.
Right, so it does
Or
change.
no, I'm sorry, it's going to do the espresso first.
Well, it changes the order based
Yeah.
on the drink that you've picked, either milk first or coffee first.
Yeah. So it's going to make the
We're doing our coffee first, that's right.
Yeah. So that makes a really big difference when you're making these milk-based espresso beverages, which comes first. How the flavors, or how the milk and the espresso combine. So it made my shot of espresso. Now it's going to heat up and froth my milk into this cup. Oh, and we will be taking, if you have any questions, you know, on these machines that we're demonstrating right now, get on the chat on Facebook or YouTube, chat those in. We've got Ellie back there. Hi, Ellie. And Brian, who's running the show, who will get your questions out to us. So now you can see the screen is just telling me that it's heating up there. If we see the screen. Oh, because it's a flat white, it's doing a double shot, which is how a flat white is properly made. Now my milk's going to heat up. Maybe we get it. Can we get a shot of that screen, Brian, just so we can see what's going on there? Yeah. So it's telling me all what's going on here. And again, like you saw, I could change the drink parameters right before I made the drink. And if I did change them, it's going to give me the option to save those changes at the end, if I'm not mistaken.
On this one, actually, I think because we're brewing out of the main menu, you'd want to save it as you're making it, and then you'd go to your profile after.
Right. And I'll show you. So here, there's like a favorites button. So let's go back and see that milk coming out of there in a second. There you go. There it goes into my flat white. And because the espresso goes in first and milk's going in second, it's going to combine a little differently than what you get if it was the milk first.
Right.
And then the espresso, which would be how it would make a cappuccino.
Like a cappuccino, right, where you've got the foam separating closer to the top and then the espresso flowing underneath it. So in this case, the milk's a little more blended.
So yeah, it's just like the barista poured the drink for you, right?
Exactly.
And now if you see the screen here, it's showing me, do I want to quick clean my carafe? I'm going to bypass that right now because I'm thinking maybe I would make another drink. If I just leave it, it just goes away, or I could have hit that button.
Yeah, give me a sec. Delonghi took a little nap there for a moment.
But I do want to have a taste of my flat white. It's my favorite milk drink. Yeah, full strength with double shots. That's a very coffee forward sort of drink, whereas, you know, a latte might be a shot.
Right, where you've got a lot more of the milk in that volume there, for sure.
So, Nick, I want to just quickly show people that you have favorites here. So you can choose a profile to save any of these drinks into, so everybody who's in your home could have their own favorite drinks made. And if I want to go back to my home menu again, just go right through my drinks. So, Nick, why don't we go on? So that's the Gaggia Academia Prestige. There are other Prestige models that have this has the milk slide variety or no?
Yeah, so no, the milk slide, that's on the Cadorna milk with the cappuccinatori, and it just angles the milk right into your cup.
So it's more of a pickup tube system, right, that picks up
Yeah,
the milk.
exactly. More similar to the Juras, actually.
So let me send you over and have you give the demo on the Delonghi here.
Yeah.
Again,
so
we'll take any questions you might have, so get those in.
This is the Dinamica Plus. There's a couple of different Dinamicas. This one in particular has the phone app as well as the full color display. Similar to the Cadorna series, you can see that this is a machine with profiles. If we're up there, this is my profile, profile 2. You can change the little icon for your character there, but a lot of similar drinks to the Cadorna. Some of the names might take a bit of getting used to, like the Long, for example, or the Cappuccino Mix. That's just talking about the kind of drink that it's making. So this is a blended milk. The other one, the Long, that's actually a long espresso, like coffee beverage that brews with pulses. Now, similar to the Magnifica Evo that you had talked about in your previous cast, this machine also has Delonghi's True Brew over Ice feature. So something to take note of is that the True Brew over Ice, that's actually not going to be a cold brew like you'd see on some Jura espresso models. This is actually going to be hotter coffee that's brewed over ice, so you do need quite a bit of ice in there to melt it, so it is more of the character of a iced coffee. So if you hit My, you can go into a particular drink and change the settings. So let's say extra strong for this one. Add your ice cubes, and then basically we're going to grind and brew, and that's going to get us our iced coffee.
Now, I think I've done some tests with some of the Delonghi machines, and I think it does lower the coffee temperature just a little bit so that you don't melt the ice quite as much. But it's not like you said.
It's not a cold brew, and so yeah, you'll still have kind of the characters of hot coffee just cooled down, whereas cold brew is much more malty. It's not as acidic. It's got it's really an entirely different drink altogether. So the True Brew over ice is iced coffee, and then if you really wanted, after you made something like this, you could dispense a little bit of foam out of the carafe into your cup for like a, iced cappuccino or something, let's say.
And for milk drinks, it's going to be a very similar setup as what we have the carafe here.
That's right. So, and I can hit stop really wherever I want, and then the machine's going to remember my settings for the next time. Really pretty straightforward there. And then that's on this profile. So obviously you have to choose which profile you're using, and then the drink settings that you set are going to be for whatever profile you're currently in. So in this case it's blue. I'll give that a taste. Yeah, so this is our Creme wave too. Probably what's in all these machines, to be honest with you, but very nice on ice.
We really like that coffee.
Yeah.
All right, so right next door we've got the Jura ENA 8. This is actually a machine that I have at home right now.
You still got this one.
I still have the ENA 8. I really like the fact that I can see the water level in here. Very handy. It's a very sleek machine.
Yeah, so I mean, the ENA 8 was really cool. It replaced Jura's previous line of compact machines. I think it was the old like Micro 9, right?
Yep.
The ENA Micro 9. So this new design was reused on their ENA 4 as well, but you kind of have the circular motif up here with things like the pre-ground, the hopper, and then of course the kind of asymmetrical cylindrical reservoir with the nice crystal pattern on it.
I just want to point out what happened there, because you open the pre-ground chute and the machine.
Oh, it knows.
The convenience factor is like, I wanted to make coffee from pre-ground, typically a decaf or something like that.
That's right. So the menu on this is a little condensed, obviously, and this being one of Jura's compact machines, the dose maxes out at 10 grams. Full-size Juras max out at 16, so just something to think about if you're looking to get a more compact Jura. But you can see, obviously, we've got a lot of milk drink options. The spouts go extra tall because the frothing assembly is integrated here with our coffee spouts as well. What would you say this is? Maybe like a 4-ounce glass or so?
Yeah, 4 to 5.
So any of these drinks, there is a programming menu that we can go to by pressing and holding down here where it says P. But let's say, for instance, we just want to make our latte macchiato. If I push and hold here, and this is going to be the same for any of these drinks, then we can go right into beverage programming, which is really neat. You can also get the Jura Wi-Fi Connect, so that if you want, you can connect this machine to your phone as well for the app. We'll go to volume. Let's reduce that down to maybe 1.5. These are small cups. And you can see, obviously, kind of similar to the Gaggia, our navigation features are all just tied to the different buttons that we have here. So we'll go into temperature high. That's where it should be, of course. And then we're going to go into amount of milk foam, and then we also have interval, right? So that's going to be kind of neat. So I pressed back too soon. So I'll get this
interval
finished.
allows the milk kind of to separate into more of steam and froth. So
That's right.
that layer.
Exactly. So what's going to happen is it's going to do our milk first. Interval is going to wait, and then it's going to brew, and that's just how much time do you want for those layers of milk to separate. And that's really great just if you want to have a really visually appealing drink, So we'll just do interval. Let's just say 20 seconds is too long. We're doing this live, so we're going to go down to 10 seconds. And then
And you're just programming. You don't have to do this every time. Once you
That's right.
set
It will save all these settings that I just did. Mark, you want to do the honors? You want to make a latte macchiato?
Okay.
That's right.
So it's growing our whole beans, and I know we could actually hit it right there. And even
But that
make
was
it
so
strong.
fast, too.
Right.
I mean, blink and you missed it as far as that goes. So the Juras, they do have a conical steel grinder. It does tend to be quite fast. But as you can see, obviously, our milk's the first thing that's happening. This is the Jura glass milk container. And this may be too much milk.
But you can save that, right?
But let's just say we want to cancel, because we're
that much. Yeah.
a little close to the danger zone, let's say.
We had that set up for a very large drink.
I mean, Jura does measure milk in seconds, and that's because different milks are going to dispense at different speeds. They're going to produce different amounts of foam. So, depending on what type of milk you're using at home, you may need to change that interval accordingly. And we're just going to do 1.5 ounces. And we're going to see just how much separation we get there. And perfect. So
yeah, if you had set that interval longer, you might get just
Yep.
a layer.
because we've got our foam here, we've got our mixed, obviously, milk and espresso, and then we've got a little line down there on the bottom, but you get a nice cascading foam. That Jura logo makes it taste that much sweeter. So,
And I'll just mention another Jura logo here, that on the first two machines we looked at, we were using carafes for milk.
That's right.
And Jura here, we're using the...
That's the milk pickup tube. Basically, that's the Jura glass carafe. So all of Jura's machines are going to use a pickup tube similar to the Gaggia Cadorna milk like we talked about. You know, this is something that you do want to just make sure you clean that hose out, because it's not like the Gaggia where you do have the auto kind of cleaning, which will purge things out of the whole milk circuit. You do probably want to rinse that in the sink, or maybe drop that tube into some water and just suck some water through it to clean it out. So maybe not as convenient as the Gaggia's carafe, but still very easy to use.
And there are other options. We'll take a look at a refrigerated countertop.
That's right.
Coming up. But
That's right.
I want to get to the Academia.
Right? I know you do.
So this is actually the machine that I use every day here in the studio, and a bunch of other people do. The Academia's been around for, golly, at least 10 years.
I
right?
remember,
But this is the latest version.
when I started back in like 2010, I remember we were selling Academias. So.
Very, very nice. It's my favorite super automatic machine. Again, you know, water up top, that's removable, beans up top, adjustable grind size for you there. Something that's really different than any other machine.
It's all metal housing, that's right.
Except for this really luxe glass front here, right? And another something you're going to notice here is a manual frothing wand.
Commercial steam wand, that's right.
But it also takes the carafe. So you can froth manually. So if you want to get right to like latte art quality, you can do that with that. Also, it takes you can fit very large cups. You can just push this back if you want. You can take it right off. I know I have a to-go cup that fits in here. It's at least 6 inches high, I think, right?
Yeah, for the max clearance.
And the thing that really turns me on about this machine is the flow control here. And we'll see that in a minute. So on the front, you can adjust how quickly the espresso or coffee brews, and it really affects the flavor a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that on any other super automatic machine.
I mean, the original Academia had it, and and this one does too. And also, wow, this screen. This is a touch screen, but you can operate it with the knob here. These are like the default drinks up front. Again, this will do the 2 different types, 2 orders of milk prep.
And multiple different milk foam settings as well.
Yes, so we can go in and we could change the density of the froth if we wanted. So I'm going to go, so like I have a couple of drinks. I'm just going to do, let's see, I did a flat white before, right? So let's go to the flat white here. And you can go like this as well. You can, because it is a touch screen. So I'll just go to the flat white, connect my milk carafe, and I think I put, this glass might be a little bit big for that, but we'll go with it. So put the carafe in, slide the spout over, and hit go. Well, you know what? We'll hit it. Go. Oh, I selected it. Okay, there we go. And I could change. This is something I really like. So it tells me exactly how much espresso and milk I'm going to get. And this, you can change this.
You have your other variables down here too, the milk foam, the coffee strength, the pre-infusion, and the temperature.
And right now we're set to the most restricted brewing, as is indicated right here on this. But as I'll turn the knob while it's making the drink. I typically leave it there. But it's going to make our espresso. And once it starts going here, I'm just going to show you that you can change the speed. I like it more restricted, so I'm turning it down.
I just want to say too about the touchscreen, probably the best touchscreen I've used on any espresso machine, not just the super automatic, but in general, I'd say phone-like responsiveness in terms of the actual user experience.
And now, because it's a flat like we saw over here,
just like on the Cadorna,
it's going to do 2 grind cycles. But the flat white typically is a double shot drink.
That's right.
You could certainly have another one that's not, but again, I like the coffee forward stuff. So like that, and then we'll see the milk come after this. The same thing, if you were making 2 coffees on this, it would do the 2 grind cycles.
Yeah, and I mean, so you can do the 2 grind cycles for a ×2 drink, right? If you're making 2 of the same thing, you want to serve a coffee to you and one of your friends or a guest or something, but then also there's coffee boost, right?
Yes, and that's what I really like. So I drink a lot of Americanos from this machine, and they're always boosted. So it takes you programming the amount of espresso you want for your Americano or other coffee drinks, and then it kind of splits it, and it'll put like almost what's a ristretto over the top.
That's right. So it's like if you have an 8-ounce drink, it'll take 7 ounces, and then what? Brew the last ounce through another shot, basically.
And it ends up a very sweet. It really sweetens up the coffee. That's kind of typically what you get out of ristretto.
It's kind of like too
sweeter.
like a red eye almost, right? If you wanted.
And that's just what I like. I mean, with the dosing on this, I think you can get a drink made with 22 grams of ground coffee.
And you can sort of hear too with the different sound of the milk dispensing. That's just the texture changing. It's all done automatically.
Nice, yeah, so programmable milk texture. Like, we could make this much larger if we wanted to here, or there are XL versions of drinks here. And I'm just going to show you real quick because this is a machine I use every day. Because I think, Nick, in our favorites, see, now it's telling me to close that.
Well, this is one of my favorite
Let's
things.
See that. Now it's going to run steam.
Cleaning automatically.
And clean this automatically. Nothing else to do, just put this back in the fridge and wait for next time. And you sometimes see the steam kind of come up to the drip tray because it puts everything into the drip tray. So steam is running through there and successfully cleaned. It lets me know. Now, let's just go to our favorites real quick. So I'll go into our favorites.
Going to blue. Oh, I think we're already on blue then.
Oh,
if I won't let you pick it. Tap home.
So yeah, we already were. So there's the Americano I drink every day. And you can custom name the drinks here. And Nick, I think you...
I might have my own.
Oh, yep, there's Nick's
the Nick
Boosted Espresso. And then we have some other ones. So we can put some of our favorites right on the screen that we want to use. Really, this machine makes a really, really, really nice espresso with that boost. It's really some of the best espresso I've ever had out of a bean-to-cup machine.
And it's made in Italy, the entire thing. So.
All made in Italy, like all Gaggia machines.
That's right.
All right, so Nick, you have the Jura E8 down here. Why don't you take us through that? I'll just remind you, we'll be taking any questions or anything you want to see here. But go ahead, Nick. Take it away.
So I mean, the E8's a machine that's been around from Jura for a while, and it's gone through quite a few iterations. But this current model is basically just kind of integrating menu options from some of Jura's more premium machines, like the Americano that originally debuted, I think, on the Z6. We've got a couple of different hot water temperatures as well in here that you can use. The E8's just a nice kind of all-around machine for people who like all sorts of kinds of drinks. So lots of programmable both coffee options as well as milk options. Just like on the ENA 4, or the ENA 8, sorry, we've got a milk pickup tube that goes into a system here. This is called the Cool Control, so it's a countertop refrigerator. I was just catering a wedding actually, and I wound up using a Cool Control with a Jura machine. It kept everything nice and refrigerated while I was serving drinks to everybody. And then, Mark, actually, you want to hand me a glass so we can make a drink here? But I'll take that one. That's perfect. Okay. So kind of like I was saying, the ENA 8 is one of Jura's compact machines. The E8 is one of Jura's full-size machines. So we've still got the conical steel grinder, so it's going to be very fast, obviously. But for dosing of your coffee, you can get up to 16 grams in this. And so that might kind of raise some flags for people at home if you're hearing a lot of stuff about 18 grams for double shots, things like that. Really, the super automatics are going to make coffee that's really convenient. I would definitely pick a super automatic over any kind of single serve machine. One of the best things that we're doing, obviously, is we're grinding the beans fresh. But, even with a machine like the Jura with that 16 grams, we're not really getting close to what you can do with the prosumers.
Quality-wise,
from a quality standpoint,
these
are super convenient machines, but even then, as I kind of talk about this, keep in mind that if you're really looking to enjoy kind of the best of the best from your coffee, that's where a prosumer machine and learning a bit more about, the hobby and about the science really comes into play. So otherwise, though, if you're looking for something that's going to get you kind of something similar to the cafes, a lot of them are using, bean-to-cup machines as well. This is an amazing option. So we'll do the Americano. I just pushed and held, so I can do one of two things. I can either move this within the display, so if I want to move it to a different screen, or I can just go into my product settings. So in this case, we actually have 10 increments as well, as opposed to the 5 on the ENA 8. So the max is going to be that 16 like I was talking about. And then for our Americano, because that's one of my favorite drinks as well, there we go, actually. Product settings, and then we're going across the top, 4.5, and I believe that this is the Cortado from Not Neutral, so 4.5 is going to
That's
be
the amount of water you're going to add to it?
a bit much. Yeah, that's the bypass water. So one of the things that they've done on this machine that Jura has done is basically they've reoriented a lot of the spouts here so that they'll dispense water basically straight into our cup. Do have a little amber light illuminating the cup as well. It's just kind of part of the whole Jura experience there. But we'll get our Americano basically on demand.
So it's making your espresso here, and it's going to do 3 ounces. Now you can set that up any way you want, right? You could have done 2.
That's right. And so, you know, versus say like a Z10 or a Giga 10 from Jura, really the key differences are on those machines. They've got the dual fluid systems. Things are going to go a lot faster. This machine only has a single fluid system. Thank you, Surface Tension, for keeping that from spilling all over the place. But, you know, and you can save, obviously. I just made a change, just like any of Jura's other machines. If you make a change during brewing, you can save that change.
Makes it easy. You say, oh, yep, that came out just how I want it. So let's save that one. So quite a range. I'll make a quick check for any questions coming up. Okay. You know, one of the things, you know, I think you mentioned it. So, you know, because we live in the semi-automatic,
That's right.
where we're separate grinder and you know, much bigger machines. You know, what's the quality like between them? And I mean, these are convenient machines. You're not going to get the same quality of espresso out of them as you would in a semi-automatic machine. But the convenience factor.
The convenience is huge. And I mean, so these actually function a lot like, say, something like the Breville Bambino, where the water is being heated on demand with that thermal block. And so when you look at a true prosumer espresso machine, semi-automatic, and you look at the componentry, lots of metal, amazing thermal stability. Everything is staying as hot as possible. The grinders on a super automatic can't be adjusted quite the same way that you could on a standalone manual or, you know, separate grinder.
Right.
And then obviously the dosing, you know, you kind of get what you get with the supers. And so to your point, I think incredibly convenient. The coffee is fresh, it's good, it's going to be better than anything you'd make with just a drip coffee maker or with, you know, a single serve. But again, if you're really looking for like that premium gourmet experience, you want to invest in better coffee, you want to control all the variables. That's where the prosumer, you know, features like a PID controller, for example, are really going to make a huge difference in terms of the quality in your cup.
But if you're the type, you wake up in the morning and you want a latte or an Americano or a coffee.
That's right.
Within a couple minutes, this is the choice.
This is the choice. And this is coming from me, who uses our Gaggia Academia more times a day than I care to admit. So
yeah, I'm 2 Americanos a day off of this, and I'm using the, you know, the semi-automatic machines all the time to pull, you know, really extravagant espressos and that. But I do like, I mean, as far as, you know, machines that can make a nice espresso in a super automatic sense, the Academia really does a nice job.
Incredible.
Especially with that boost function, which I totally use every single day on my Americanos.
And I think too, the commercial steam wand, no matter what kind of carafe or frothing system you have, nothing is ever going to beat actual skill when it comes to frothing milk, and the Academia is really the only machine. Maybe the Cadorna Barista Plus, obviously, another Gaggia, sensing a trend here, actually offers the ability to froth milk manually so that you can really texture it to perfection. So.
And just real quick, you know, another question we get all the time is the maintenance on these machines. All the Gaggias and the Delonghi here have removable brew units, which you just run them under the sink.
Yeah, give them a quick rinse.
As far as the milk components, they do need anything that has like a carafe like this. You know, it's maybe like once a week. You're going to want to really give it a deep clean.
Yeah.
But the Gaggias, at least on their carafes, they have the quick clean function. And you see this machine is going into a standby mode.
Gotta save my
rinse here.
latte macchiato for a minute.
Which is an automatic thing. You don't have to, you can set this machine so it doesn't shut off automatically like that. You can decide, but for power saving and that kind of thing. And on the Jura machines, the groups are not removable.
They're not,
So you're going to use a cleaning tablet through the bypass doser. The machine's going to tell you when
You've got to be pretty fastidious, and so really they come with all the cleaning products that you need, But the big thing is going to be the water filter. So they have RFID chips in them. You can't trick the machine. It knows, and it knows that you bought a Jura one for that matter.
Yeah.
So basically, if you don't change the water filter, the machine's going to switch into descale mode. And if you don't descale, you're going to be in coffee jail for a little while until you actually do. So the machine won't let you do
It's like
that.
owning a car. You got to change your oil, you got to descale, or with the Juras, you can use a filter as recommended.
That's right.
And they will never tell you to descale.
It's, I think, a similar ion exchange to our BWT filters.
Yeah, which work great in our prosumers. Speaking of prosumers, coming up, if we want to go semi-auto, you want to go into the high-end, you know, super serious espresso, we're going to be looking at dual boilers coming up here in about a half an hour.
That's right.
We got Todd and Zach coming in. Look, if you want to get more detail on any of the machines, number one, we've got pretty detailed videos on all of these
I'm in a
products,
few of them, actually.
Yep. Or you can do the CoffeeCast. It's free to spend 20 minutes with an expert going through exactly what a machine can do, can answer any of your questions. And Nick, I know, like I said, you do a lot of those CoffeeCasts, right? So you might be talking to Nick. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Again, if you want to go high-end, into the high-end world of espresso, stay tuned for our presentation coming up in a half an hour on the dual boiler machines. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here soon.
Have a
Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home, like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now.
Hey, welcome to Whole Latte Love Duel of the Dual Boilers. I am Zach Schaus, part of commercial sales and education, and I have Todd here. Todd, tell us what you do here.
I've been here just hit 24 years. I work with all the manufacturers on their machines, and I've been in charge of tech support, sales, all sorts of stuff. So you name it, I've done shipping and fixing, so that's what I do.
He's worked on them all. And here we have just a couple of our dual boilers. I get a lot of questions, even within the commercial realm of things, of putting these on bars. And we have a couple of them here from like the 300 on that end, Lelit. What else do we got here, Todd?
And so this is a Profitech Pro 300. These are all dual boiler machines. This has a pressure stat on the steam boiler, a PID on the brew boiler. This is the Lelit Bianca V3, dual boiler machine, dual PID, lots of features. This is the Profitech Pro 600, which is also a dual boiler, dual PID machine. And then we have the Creme one, called the Profiler, also known as the 94. Very cool machine. We'll get into details on this one. This has features that none of the others have, and I've actually worked with Creme on this for a few years to perfect this, so I'm really excited about this one. And then we have the AMG Synchronika, which is also one of my favorite machines.
Some very cool machines over here. And they also cater to a variety of different price ranges as well, even starting at this Profitech 300 with a PID. And with this PID, you can still control quite a lot of things, including that brew temperature. So in here, it's much similar to all of our other Profitechs as well. So in here, you can go ahead and press both your minus and plus buttons at the same time to get into some of your temperature settings, as well as some of your eco settings, throwing that into a couple different on-off between different minutes as well, as you cycle through.
Real quick, the eco mode, what that'll do, that'll lower the temperature of the brew boiler there, so you save some energy. That's what that does. And you set it for the amount of time that you want it to go and stay in eco mode.
Some other settings, we have cleaning, and you can change it between Celsius and Fahrenheit on there. So changing up on our PIDs to the Lelit.
Yeah, before we go over there, let's finish up on this one here. Let's show them a little bit more. The water reservoir comes out the top here. Why don't you show them how that pulls up?
Nice and easy.
Yep. Okay. To the brew, you use this button on the front. This starts and stops the pump. Oh, hang on, just put the water reservoir in. Wait, give that a second. Over here, your steam valve. Over here, your hot water. And this is a little, you'll see a little bit of water coming this when you first turn it on. That's opening from the vacuum relief valve and the OPV. And you have a pressure gauge up front here. Drip tray pulls out from the front like that. All stainless steel, really well made.
And this is quick to get to temperature as well, looking at about 10 minutes or so. As you can see, it is not an E61 group head like all the rest. So as we head over this way to our first E61 group head, we do get into our flow control as well that you do not see on the Profitech Pro 300. And with this PID control, you actually only press the minus button to get to a whole bunch of different kinds of settings. So some of which you don't even see in some of our later models as well. So in here you can have a choice of pre-infusion, low flow start, as well as a low flow final. Then we have our final time of flow. And then we also have a group temperature offset. So you can get into different kinds of extractions with lighter roasts, providing that offset of temperature. Maybe get into some more of those chlorogenic acids and perceive the sugars differently. We can get into that some other time. So you obviously have a lot of different settings that you can get into and change other than just the temperature.
Yeah, so also in this machine, some unique features on the Lelit here is the reservoir is on the back. It has a separate casing that it's in. You can take that off and you can put that right on the side, right side or left side. So it gives you different access. You can see that there moves around. Water line, you can hook a water line to this, and you can also hook a drain line to it. To get to the drain line is inside here. You have a cup that bolts on here, and then this little drain line pulls right in the front. Spot here to keep your back flush disc. And also nice reservoir or drip tray, good size. And when you want to use the water line or the drain line, there's a little plug in here. You just pull that plug out and put it back in place.
And what I do love about these drip trays is this grate. It's really easy to clean this way. Water does drip off a lot easier than some of these more waffle cone designs.
Yeah. Now the flow control on this is interesting. So in a minute I'll have Zach explain really what a flow control can do for you. But how it works is, this is a valve in here when you open and close it. So you start here, have the pump going, you have a little bit of dripping, pretty much nothing, and you slowly can ramp up the speed of the flow of the water. That's max, and that's down to the minimum. And so what you can do, of which, while Zach's explaining this, I'll put some coffee in here, and we'll show you how that works. So why don't you explain what you can do with the flow control?
So as Todd's preparing that, a little bit about flow control and what you can do with the rest of these machines. You can start getting more into these pre-infusions. So basically saturating that organic basket, that puck, that dry puck. And as we infuse that with water, it also helps it enable to be extracted. So we can increase that extraction percentage by just a little bit and helping that extraction along by pre-infusing. This helps a lot with denser beans like light roasts to really help along with that extraction. Or we can change our textures with darker roasts as well.
Okay, so why don't you give a demo here, see if you can see the pressure gauge on this. So it's closed right now.
We'll start with a nice light pre-infusion as we start ramping up our pressure.
Yeah, give it time.
As you can see, we can start dropping back down to a low flow.
Okay, let's see the pressure gauge, see how it goes down when you lower that. We didn't quite get that on it.
Nope.
But
we can always try again.
We'll
and
try
each
again.
one of these machines will have some sort of flow control onto it as well with these E61 group heads. So you can get into some really nice extractions. Again, start diving deeper into those coarser grinds. So decreasing your flow a little bit might dive deeper into those chlorogenic acids and getting a sweeter cup at the end, or decreasing your flow rate on a dark roast and focusing on that texture. So
okay,
let's try that one more time.
Do one more here. Pumps on. I'm going to just open this a little bit so water is now infusing onto the coffee. Pretty soon you'll see the pressure start to go up. And if you open it more, the pressure will start to rise up quicker. Wow, that pump pressure is really high. Pump pressure is higher than it should. And then you can start bringing it down. So you see you can move the pressure around as you see fit. So that's basically how the flow control works. Different coffees, different flow rates. You'll start high with maybe a dark roast, start low with a light roast.
Yep. And you can really dive into that as deep as you want to. Plenty of books to read about it and really dive into your hobby if you're really starting with a dual boiler. I think that's the main purpose behind these is really.
Yeah, but the key thing also, you don't have to use it. If you set this over to here, you'll be at your standard flow rate. So when you first get your machine, you can dial it in like that. It's like not even having it. So
Yep.
if you get one with flow control, it doesn't have to be complex. And we have tons of videos and instructions how to do this.
And flow control comes into a lot of different styles as well, like our next machine here with the Profitech 600. Yeah. So with this is one of our flow controls that we actually include with a lot of our machines right now for free. If you go to our website, be sure to call our sales floor as well to include one of these flow controls if you're so interested. And this is going to be the option with our new quick steam. This is really nice comparison to our quarter turn. Instead here, all you have to do is just with a little flick of the wrist, we can steam Todd all the way over there. And as you can see, plenty of pressure there. And with this PID system, it's much similar, much like the 300 that we just went through as well.
Big cup tray, water reservoir comes out from the top. This does not hook to a water line at the present time and does not have a drain line. So, dual boiler, both stainless steel boilers.
Yep. And the style is just a little bit different, but you get a lot of ability off of this. As you can see, the steam wand and the hot water spout come off to the side.
Yep. The drip tray comes out like this. Here, a spot for your back flush disc and a spot to control the brew pressure. If for some reason the brew pressure goes off, you can just put a little screwdriver in that and you can adjust that. And we have videos and all sorts of tech docs to help you with that if you ever decide you want to do that.
And again, going through those settings, you can press and hold down both the minus and plus sign in order to get to your temperature controls. What is different between the 300 and the 600 is the ability to actually change your steam boiler temperature as well as your brew group temperature. So you can really refine that steam temperature as well as your brew group temperature and really get things really precise and increase that steam temperature and steam pressure so you can get some really nice milk off this machine.
Yes. Yeah, let's do a quick show you the flow control on this one. There's the off position. Yep. Now it's just like a quarter turn. We'll get it going. You see the pressure will start to rise up slowly. Now I can crank it all the way up. Oop. Bad shot. Or good shot, but bad placement. And then you can bring it back down again.
Just small cups, that's
Yep.
all.
Very easy to adjust. So that's the Pro 600. Really nice machine.
Yeah, I oftentimes suggest this to anyone getting into the dual boiler area. It's my first machine that I would choose in comparison to all of them for the price point. You get a lot for what you're paid for with this Profitech Pro 600. And with that quick steam ability, maybe you don't want to be turning your wrists as much, which can become a little annoying. This ability to just quickly steam, you can't beat it. There's something really satisfying about it. So,
Yep.
Awesome. And then now going off to one of Todd's favorite machines. Todd, tell us a little bit about this Creme.
Yeah, I've been working with them a long time. This is the Creme 94. There's 4 versions. This is the top of the line, also known as the Profiler. It's a pressure profiling machine, which you can actually set up to use like an automatic machine. The only machine out there in this price range or category that does this. So it'll tell you when it's time to lower the brew lever when your shot is done after you program it in. It does it by volume. So once you program your shot in, the machine knows how much volume of water it was using. So you're brewing, you see a countdown on the screen down to 0. When it gets there, you just lower the lever, and then you have the exact amount of coffee within a gram or 2 that you programmed in. So you don't have to worry about using scales and guessing and all that. So this is going to be the most consistent out of all the machines that we sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's just a ton of features. You hook a water line to it and a drain line, or you can use the water reservoir, which is inside here. You can turn off one boiler, brew boiler, or the steam boiler. You can change the boiler priority from brew boiler priority to steam boiler priority. And another unique feature that's on this, which we started off many years ago, I don't know if some of you people out there may remember the Brutus 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I was heavily involved with. We developed then a time, a way of what we did was we had the steam boiler had a heat exchanger, and that preheated the water going into the brew boiler. We found that really increased the temperature stability on this machine. And so we still have that on this one here. The steam boiler is a massive 1.7 liter, and the brew boiler is, I think, 1.5. I might have to double check on that. the big boilers, copper boilers, not stainless steel. They both can have their advantages, but the drip tray comes off here, very large drip tray. Has these metal pieces here. These are for a shut off. It lets you know when the drip tray is full. It'll give you a warning on that.
And I see there's multiple different levels on there too as well for the drip tray.
You can take, well, taller cups, you can take that off, or if you want to fit a scale in there, you can do that. Another really cool feature has a shot mirror right here. So when you're using a bottomless portafilter, you get a great view of what's happening with the coffee. And so yeah, it's kind of cool. You can kind of see that from there.
And to see how precise it is, I think we should definitely pull a shot there.
Let's do a demo. Okay,
Perfect. So I'll go ahead and tear out this cup, and we'll just see if it matches. All right, your cup is right there for you. I'll tear it out.
Okay, so can you see in there? So I am going to pull up a profile. I'll put off this one here. This would give me about 38 grams in my cup. Can you see the display? Okay, raise the lever up. Nice here, it's counting down. There's our pressures there. Shot timer on this side. There's your amount of milliliters left to go before you turn it off. Notice it's a variable speed DC pump, very quiet. So you probably can't hear it. So we're going for 38 out, we got 36.3. That's pretty close.
That is very close.
A lot of times it's actually right on.
Yep.
Has to do with when you lower the lever. So
So when dialing in, it's just getting used to that dial-in process, the machine, and it's really going to tell you exactly when to pull your shot, when to turn off your shot. So
yeah.
I think it's really precise. It takes the need out of you don't need a scale anymore. I feel like you can come up with a really nice, easy flow in the morning through this machine as well.
And anybody can do it. So once you have the grinder, like this programmed at a certain time, just grind, tamp, put it in. Anybody, member of the family, can go over here. They go to this dial. You turn it to any profile you have in there, and then you just push the button. Now it tells you to raise the lever, and you raise the lever, and you'll get that shot. So when you want to program a shot, you can use it. Yeah, there you go. See this knob on the side? This is actually, I think it was off of Audi where they had this. The same really nice feel and click to it. You push it in. Let's go up to the screen up top here. Then you set your starting flow rate or pressure. So if I start at 2.5 bar, 2 bar, or I can raise it up, start at your standard 9 bar. And then, well, I'll just do them real quick. Then you start your shot.
And the main thing about this is consistency is key. We're playing with such a volatile environment with so many different things happening, whether or not you're tamping to the same consistency, whether or not you're getting the same grams in or grams out. This is taking one of those factors that you're looking at and just completely changing the game, putting that consistency and guesswork out of the grams out that you're getting.
So here's how you do it. You go in there, you push the button on the side, then you see the portafilter. Start your starting pressure. I'll start at 2 bar. Raise the lever up. Wait as long as you want. When you're happy, you think, okay, it's time to crank it up. You crank up the pressure to what you want it. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to go right through this.
Obviously, Todd loves this machine.
You take
but
it down to where you want.
We'll definitely bring it over to the Synchronika shortly.
Okay. Now you've got your shot. And sorry about the time, but it's important to know this. This is what this machine's all about.
It's a complicated machine. There's a lot of different things, but it controls so
Okay.
many different variables.
Then I'll
so.
scroll through this. I have adding a new recipe, push and hold the button on the side. Then you can start changing it to whatever you want it to be. And I won't go through all that. When you're done with that, you can save it. And now you've got that dialed in. As an auto, and I'm just going to blast through the features now, so it won't take too long. But so I'm going to pull up my little computer on the side here. You can be set it to Fahrenheit or Celsius. Eco mode you can set up to go on. Adjustable standby times. It'll tell you when it's time to change the filter if you program it. You can have it programmed so it tells you when it's time to do a back flush, so you don't forget that. And a valve on the bottom to drain the brew boiler from outside the machine, right from the bottom, which is nice. And let's see. And then we can change the boiler priority, how long the display stays on your time. And let's see, set your ramp up times, total shock counters, partial shock counters, and you can also put your name on display. So,
and one of the
it
other
didn't take too long, but I really wanted to go through that.
And one of the other benefits of dual boilers, even like a profiling machine like this, we're still going to have proper steam temperature right away. I can go through and steam, not long after that shot has pulled.
Well, you can steam during it. Not
You can steam during it.
Put them on the spot, make them pour some latte art. Then we have the Synchronika. This has been an incredible selling machine. This is the AMG version, which has the carbon fiber parts on it. Carbon fiber handle, very cool. Really nice, all of their portafilters have this nice stainless steel piece on the end. Very well balanced, very unique like that. Got the carbon fiber up here on the steam knobs and hot water knob. And it's got the AMG logo on this here. Reservoirs up top here. Go out from the top. Brushed stainless steel, very cool looking. You can't see the side here, but it's got that same AMG logo on it right here. And let's see, another nice, so you can hook a water line up to this machine also. And in the drip tray, there's a plug, like the other machine. I don't know if you can see it. Pull that plug out, and then you put a plastic cup in here, and that'll hook up to your drain line. Now inside here, if you want to use the water line, you take the switch, and you just switch this over to the water line. Over here, it goes to reservoir. If you want to turn off the steam boiler, because you're just going to be brewing, there's a switch here also. So you can just hit that switch, and that'll get you to turn off the steam boiler.
And I love the Synchronika. I think the build quality of this AMG version is amazing with its carbon fiber components. The whole entire side panel, it feels great, especially with the AMG logos on the side. I think it's a great looking machine.
Yeah, it's got the custom gauges. Very good steam pressure on these. And this one does not have flow control on it, but you can add the flow control into it if you want to. It's just a matter of, it's a separate item, or you can have us put it on. This comes off, and you put a flow control on there, and down below you would put a stronger spring in there.
Yeah, and then if you have any other specific questions about any of this lineup too, feel free to schedule a CoffeeCast with us. Sign up for free on our website for these one-on-one product demonstrations with an expert on any of these. And then we are answering any questions right now as well. So Brian over there, I don't think we have any questions.
I think we ran out of time. I might have talked too long.
Yeah, that's okay. We get really excited about these profilers anyways. So obviously Todd's had a lot to do with these.
There's so much
so.
involved with it. You gotta spend the time.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of really good dual boilers out there, and we get excited about them. So
Okay, one last thing I want to add, since I am a tech, of all the machines to service, this is the easiest one. The Synchronika. Take 4 screws, all the side panels come off. So if you ever want to get in there and change any valves in the future, super easy to do.
perfect. Awesome. Any last words, Todd?
Only you can't lose with any of these. And if you have any questions on them, of course, you know how to find us. We're happy to help out with anything.
Yep. All right, I think that's it for the dual boilers. I'm Zach. This is Todd. And call us if you have any questions.
Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home, like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Giotto, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home, like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean-to-cup specialty cafe in your home like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got Latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in Latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Coffee and espresso are hot this holiday season, and so are the savings with our best prices of the year. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are on now at Whole Latte Love.
The deals are hot, and so are new options, like the best selection of custom wood knobs, trims, and panels.
Put the convenience of a push-button bean to cup specialty cafe in your home, like the incredible Gaggia Academia. Customize your own Italian espresso machine using our 3D builder to add real wood treatments, trim, and accessories.
Bundle products for purchase like grinders and coffee accessories for even more discounts.
You know, for 26 years, Whole Latte Love has offered coffee lovers the best selection and lowest prices on everything coffee.
Don't miss your chance to save even more. Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals on automatics from Gaggia, Jura, and Delonghi.
Prosumer espresso machines from Profitech, ECM, Rocket, and Bedzera, whole bean coffees and accessories, plus top-rated grinders from names like Eureka, Chiato, Barazza, and more.
Plus, shipping is always free on orders over $50. We price match so you always get the best price. And Mark, we've got latte rewards.
Yeah, you're going to earn 3% in rewards on your purchases, and your purchases, they're going to be returnable until January 15th. Shop now for the best selection, and you can do it with confidence. If prices go down, you're going to get the difference in latte rewards.
So don't miss out on your chance to save with the best prices of the year.
Go to the sale page at Whole Latte Love and check out the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals going on now. Hey, espresso lovers, Mark and Brian here from Whole Latte Love. How you doing? Hey, this is our 7 live streams today. We're gonna take a look at some high-end grinders.
Yep.
These are the ones that, you know, if you're really into espresso, all these here can really serve you well.
Oh.
First, I want to tell you, if you wanted to get like a personalized one-on-one with a coffee expert to see what these grinders can do in an extended fashion, you get a 20-minute session for free with our CoffeeCast. So you can schedule that through Whole Latte Love. Also, go to Whole Latte Love, set up an account, opt in for the emails. There you get subscriber exclusive discounts throughout the year on products like these, whole bean coffees, machines. You'll be aware of any special offers we have. We got a lot of great offers going right now because we're live streaming on Black Friday, of course.
Black
We got
Friday.
the lowest prices of the year. Also, if you want just some help right now by phone or chat, you can call or chat with us at Whole Latte Love. We're on until 9:30 Eastern on the weekdays right now, and we go from 10 a.m. to 5:30 on the weekends if you want to get some advice on stuff. And all the coffee experts back there. I don't know, I think we
Working
got like
hard. I was just out there. My
10
goodness.
Or 10, 15, 20 folks helping you out there. Also, right now, we've extended our return policy is a little more generous than usual. It's always 30 days.
Right.
But right now, if you were to purchase today, it's through January 15th.
Right. Not that you'd want to return anything.
No,
but
no, because we only have the best here.
That's right.
That's what we're looking at today. So we're going to take a look at high-end grinders.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, why don't you start right? All these are made in Italy grinders.
That's true.
Perfect to serve a dual boiler machine like the Pro 600. We will pull a couple shots over there. So start us off with the Eureka Mignon Zero over there. What are we
The
looking
Eureka
at?
Mignon Zero came out late last year and was quickly my favorite grinder that we carried. I don't know if you followed our blog or not, but I remember our employee favorites last year. This was my favorite product. And then it was actually maybe the first video I ever did for us as a company, if I remember correctly. And so it's just a wonderful grinder. Single doser, the only single doser we have up here, even though we can sort of talk about another single doser, but right now, the only single doser up here. I love a lot of features about this. 55 millimeter burrs, the little knob there, it's if you could feel this right now, like the knurling on it is so tactily pleasant. I really love the clear plastic lid, so like while you're pulling a shot, you could keep that shot. I liked it.
Yeah. There it is.
So you can open it and you can actually see, just watch the beans go down through the burrs, and then you know when it's ready, and you just close it back up again. And I just think that in comparison to the wood lids, I like being able to watch that action happen.
Can we throw some beans in there?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Where are they?
Just throw them out of the.
Yeah,
take
right,
them out
right.
of here.
Let's take them out
our
of
custom wood lid over there. In the
Yeah, right.
like
Yeah,
that.
very nice. The tiger maple. Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just toss, and this will be how this works.
So single dosing, you'd weigh out your beans.
Right.
If you're using, some really high-end beans, and you want to make
Right.
sure you're only using what you need.
Right. And then all you really have to do is start the motor, and then open the shutter, and then you're grinding. And it comes with the dosing cup, which is a great additional feature. You want to close the shutter, and it has the vents in there, and then that's when you start pumping. And that's where you get the rest of your retention out of there.
And it usually gets most out without doing that, right?
Right, honestly. And also, you don't even have to like pre-wet your beans with this one, really. Like, it just comes out clean every time.
The pre-wetting, like the RDT,
right,
the
RD
technique.
right.
People may
You
have heard
don't
of.
have to do that. I have one of these grinders back there on my little table that I use for making espressos every day, and this is still one of my favorite grinders that we offer.
And that's a 55 millimeter. All these are flat burr grinders.
Right, flat burr 55 millimeter. And the rubberized fork, although it doesn't look very sturdy, really does a phenomenal job with a portafilter as well. But it does come with the dosing cup, which is a really nice touch.
Okay, next door we move up to a 64 millimeter.
I believe that is correct on the Chiato E5 Pro. Once again, we have the Tiger Maple custom vitamin lid on that just looks phenomenal. The E5 Pro is a Whole Latte Love exclusive. Oh, you're going to show? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get in there.
Show that. Yeah,
Oh
it's got a
my
lot of
goodness.
detail. This wood is so smooth. Made in all these wood accessories that you can customize with are made in Germany.
In Germany, that's
Yeah,
correct. Right.
Really high quality. The Chiato E5 Pro, if we come back out wide here, I mean, this grinder, if you're looking for value at a large burr grinder, you really can't beat this. The distribution, so we want to run some coffee through this. So I'll hand you this really cool portafilter and just see how it distributes in. So if we get a shot of this going into the portafilter,
Oop.
because distribution is big when you're grinding coffee. You want it centered. I don't know if we got that overhead shot so that we could take a look at the distribution in the portafilter there. But really, really nice and fluffy, clump-free at espresso sizes. Absolutely beautiful. I'll talk a little bit about clumps in a minute. You don't really have to worry about that with any of these grinders at all. They're all going to be really fluffy and well distributed. But for a 64 millimeter burr grinder, flat burr grinder that does that sort of distribution, that sort of fluffiness. Now, there's not a lot of bells and whistles on this one, but you can go up to like the E6P.
Right, which
with
does have timed
grind.
dosing. Right.
Yeah, which
right.
you can do, but if you're weighing out your doses and maybe you want to save a few bucks, that's not a bad choice.
Right, and it's got the grind on demand little switch here and a switch on the side for tapping it. Yeah, and it's great.
And now we're going to go to the Eureka Mignon Libre. I can talk today.
Right.
Tell us about that one, Brian.
So this is of all the grinders in our list, this is going to be the only one that is grind by weight. And now what that means is, like, if you're familiar with Eureka Mignon, you're going to think that the 18 means 18 seconds is how long that's going to grind.
But no.
No, that's not on this. It's going to grind 18 grams of coffee. And so let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, geez. Not again. Didn't knock
if you do
our
that in
cups.
our kitchen, you catch a lot of flack.
Yeah, you sure do. From certain individuals, right?
Yeah. We know who you are.
Not that you're in the room.
Yeah.
So let's just clean that off real quick. But yeah, let's see this real quick. Maybe for the overhead, you can get a shot of this scale over here, so we can. We can see.
So we'll see how well it does. So you're just
Right.
going to set a weight on this grinder, and
Right.
it's going to give you that weight
Right.
pretty much every time.
And so we're teared out here. It also comes with the dosing funnel, which I highly recommend for this. Just slap it in there. Whoops. Yeah, there it is. And then you go for it. Oh, no, that's not the right button. There we go.
So very quickly teared out the weight of all that,
Right,
right?
yeah. Much faster than me doing it on the scale, for sure.
And the burr size on this one is?
55 millimeter burrs on that as well.
Flat as well.
And we have the olive wood on this one. And it kind of thinks about it for a second, and then there
Yep.
you go.
But you get a very, very precise
And
dose
so let's see
every time.
what it ended up giving us. That one was missed a little bit for some reason. But yeah.
I think, it might have been because you were messing with a lid there and it's trying to tear that out. I was going to say, don't touch the grinder while it's grinding. That's the only thing.
That's a good possibility. But let's just pull this shot. Why not?
Yeah, we got a Profitech Pro 600 over here. Nice dual boiler machine. If you were with us, I don't know, about 45 minutes ago,
Yeah.
we did take a deep look into dual boilers with Todd and Zach.
That was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, we got.
So this machine has flow control on it real quick. It's a really way if you want to work with high-end coffees, but
Right.
you can use it. We're using it just as stock here.
Yeah.
It's got the shot timers, and that's looking like a really nice shot.
Yeah, the shot timer on an espresso machine is really the next level. Like if you have one, you'd never go back.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't have that, I'm always pulling out my phone or something to
Right,
time the shot.
and it's so
basic
frustrating.
dial in.
This looks great. I think that's a 28-second shot right there.
That's our Creme wave. You see that? I mean, it doesn't lie. It produces a lot of Creme when it's
Yeah.
done well.
Looks lovely. Are you going to do this? You've had enough today,
I've
Mark.
had
I'm
enough,
cutting you
so
off, actually.
I gotta slow down just a little bit, right?
Yeah. No, that's a lovely shot.
Okay.
I'd be pleased with that.
All right. So now we're gonna go up about 10 millimeters in burr size.
Right.
To another made in Italy, LX Italia. I love the look of this grinder. It's got the glass front panel. It's got the Triton hopper, which is a look like glass, but you can drop this on the ground and it won't break. Again, all these grinders are very coarse, stepless at this level. And I like that the adjustment knob here is larger than when you see this setup. A lot of times it's got a smaller knob on it, but this allows you to be more precise. So on the screen out front here, you know what? I might use that portafilter if I can.
Yeah, why not?
And so it kind of goes to sleep and you just see the crown on here, if you see that in the shot overhead. And then to wake it up, I'm just going to press on it. And so I'm set for a double right now at 4.9 seconds. One of the things I really like about this setup, number one, it looks fabulous, right? Very cool looking grinder. But if you want to adjust time, it's just press. And you're doing tenths of a second. A lot of grinders, when you do this sort of adjustment, it's going to take a little react, or it doesn't really do it right. But let's take a look at that grind. We won't brew from this one, but it's got the fork there, and to start the grind, I just hit it, and we grind away. And as you go up, I got my. It does have the hopper shut off here, which I had closed. But I really, as you go up in burr size, it's generally fewer fines. Now we've done a lot of testing where we're doing grind particle analysis. Check out our videos on those.
Right.
But as you go up into a larger burr size, fewer fines, so maybe less apt to over extract with those fines. The curve of the grind size is very, very nice.
And the larger the burr, the faster it grinds.
Yes, definitely. And I really like the look of this. This is just so unique. I love it.
Right.
To me, it's like a little portal, and this is a glass screen. It's very luxe. I mean, if you take that overhead shot, you can really see the shine on that. We're picking up some of the lights up there.
Right.
but very, very nice. And you can go to manual dosing with this, or you have the 2-timed presets.
Right.
So really like that. Now we want to move over to, I've called it the king. It's the Chiato E37S. If you read the reviews on this one, anybody who's got
Right.
one is just like, oh my gosh.
I think it's 4.9 out of 5
Yeah.
right now with over 150 reviews.
I mean, it's pretty much our reference grinder, right? It's in standby. But this is 83 millimeter bird. It has the quick set. So if we get a shot over here, I'm going to show you. They don't like it when I call it a worm gear over here. They like to call it a quick set. But if you pull back a little bit here, I'll show you there. Yeah, we take it from the front camera there. The worm gear here, which makes the very, very precise grind size adjustment. I don't want, did you dial this one in?
I did.
You did. So I'm not going to turn it on you. I don't want to mess you up there. But this thing, right, the 83 millimeter burrs. I mean, take a look, and if we get that overhead shot, I'm just going to grind into that. I love the sound of this.
Yeah.
And if you look at the distribution here, I'll try and hold that up so you can see it. The distribution is just always perfect. It just falls like a waterfall into the portafilter.
It's beautiful.
You know, I put this little tool over here. So if we come back to that other shot, I've got this. Yep. So that's a WDT tool. That's for like doing the grinds like this. And you know, you could still use it on this, but you really, with this grinder, you don't need to do that.
No, there's no clumps.
The distribution
I've never seen a clump come out of that grinder.
is really nice. Oh, and by the way, if you have questions on any of these, you know, get those in on the chats in Facebook or YouTube right now, and we will take your questions. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here.
I'd love to see it.
So we looked at the lever over here, which grinds by weight.
Right.
Okay. I've got 3.4 seconds of grind time set up here, and I'm going to see how accurate we can be. Now, every once in a while, just so you know, if a little something gets hung up, you might not get exactly. But in my testing, this is by time one of pretty much the most accurate grinder we got. So I'm going to turn on my little scale over here. Hopefully, we get that in there. We'll tear that out and see what we get out here in 3.4 seconds. You can set this up so that if you tap the button back here, I'm just holding it in because I have it in manual mode so I can bump it if I need to. So I got 16.9 grams out of that.
Okay.
Here's the scary part.
Now let's do it again.
Let's do it again. I just love the sound and the way this falls out of there. 17.
Wow.
That's generally what I get with this grinder. It's within 0.1 tenth of a gram. So you can do it over here with this one.
Right.
And a lot of these grinders, when you get into bigger birds, are going to be very accurate dose to dose.
Incredibly accurate.
Of course, every once in a while, something odd happens, but this baby, this is what we use as our reference grinder. When we bring in a new high-end machine, this is what we're using to do it. And again, read the reviews on this thing. Users love it as well. We place these in a lot of commercial shops as well. So if you want like some of the best grinding you can get at home, this is the guy. So I'll check real quick, Ellie, if we have any questions back there. How you guys doing? You're looking great, by the way.
We've got one question.
Okay.
So Robert asks if there's any way to use a dosing cup with a Mignon Libra.
With a Mignon Libra.
See, that's a great question. And we did do some research on that, actually. And
can you fit that in there?
I think that this one in particular might. There's one. This one in particular. This is
a shot in there.
Yeah, this is an Akaya. I think they actually say it's for use with brew methods. But
will
that
it get
one,
in there?
I think. I don't know if it.
So I tear it out. So
If you were watching earlier, our good friend Nick did this research for us because he got asked the same question, and I said no, that's not going to work, and it sure did. And as far as I know, of the dosing funnels, dosing cups that we have, this was the only one that worked. This specific model, the sort of bell-shaped one. But yeah, it does. And you can see it worked just absolutely fine.
Now I get a lot of questions. One thing that we get a lot of questions on the YouTube channel on our videos that we do is, what about burr seasoning? People get kind of wrapped up in the burr seasoning thing. So and you'll say if you talk to the grinder manufacturers, they say you want to run a few pounds of coffee through a grinder to season the burrs. That doesn't mean you're throwing the coffee away, folks. That just means that as the burrs get that coating of oil on them, they're going to grind a little faster.
Yep.
I know a lot of grinders, if you're working especially in a dry environment, the first few times you use them, they might throw a little static
Right.
out
A
until
lot
they
of
get
chaff.
that coating of oil on them. So that's one. Another thing I want to talk about with these grinders, let's talk about which ones you can open up and clean out
Right.
without losing your grind size.
That
Right?
would be
So it's going to be, I think it's
the
gonna
Zero, the Libra for sure.
be the LX Italia you can do it with.
Right.
I've done a lot of video on this one, and I
Right.
know you can do that. And definitely the E37S.
Right, you just pop the whole thing off the top. That's right.
And yeah, on the E37S, if you get a shot of that up top for me, it's just 3 really girthy, industrial sized screws. I
Right.
love. That's one of the things I love about this is the quality of construction. It truly is a full commercial product. But 3 screws out of there, the whole top burr assembly comes off, and you don't lose your
Right.
grind size at all.
All metal construction on that.
And
I mean,
all metal, and yeah, really all of. I mean, there's a little bit on the a little bit of plastic on the
Right.
Giotto here.
And- yeah, and
but
I-
not where it counts.
And I want to mention too, with the Mignons, like this top part is plastic, but with the LX, that is metal. And this, I mean, if you picked that thing up, it is a heavy duty grinder and very, very serious.
The other question I get all the time, and we address this just a little bit, is so how does a coffee taste from that grinder
Right,
versus
sure.
this grinder? And I think there's a couple things I want to say about that. Is number one, it's the consistency, and if you want to get a consistent taste,
Right.
right? It's about consistent dose weights. Also, I mentioned a little bit about the fines. So all grinders, and we did particle analysis and some videos that E37 was
yeah.
us in there, and the E5 Pro
think it
was
was,
in
yeah.
that grind particle analysis video. And you see all grinders are going to do like a bell curve of grind size. It's kind of centered in the servicing me right. It's right around 250.
Yeah. For an espresso grind size.
Yeah.
250, 230.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we saw is you go down to smaller burrs or a conical burr. These are
Right.
all flat burr grinders. When you get into smaller conical burrs or smaller flat burr grinders, you're going to have more fines generally.
That's correct.
And look, it depends on the coffee you're using to some extent.
Right.
That might be a good quality in the coffee you're using. I'm going to say that's usually not the case.
Right.
Having a more uniform grind size and a more uniform curve is going to be better. Because if you have more fines, you're probably going to end up over-extracting some of the coffee, which generally you don't want to do.
Right. It's going to taste a little dry. It's going to taste a little bitter. Which some people like for a darker roast, like honestly a little bit of fines in there, it's going to be great. You're going to get a lot of body in that
Yeah.
cup. Like with something like the Creme Wave, I think that, it's so versatile. You could go either way with it. Like if you want a really clean cup from a great flat burr grinder, you're going to be great. If you want, just a simple cup from a conical burr, like we showed you earlier in our stream, it felt like 2 years ago.
It's been a day.
Yeah, but no, you're good no matter what you do with all of these right here.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, this is the E37S. This is the grinder that we pull out when we're testing new machines or working with a new coffee or something. This is one we use because you can't beat the really big bursts, the quick grinding, the dosing accuracy. Of course, you can get that over with the Libra as well. Now, you dialed in one other.
Yeah,
grinder.
the Giotto, that's right. Do you
Giotto?
want to pull another shot?
Yeah, why don't we pull another shot with that?
We've got a cold portafilter now, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
You prefer, if you're making espresso, leave your portafilter in the machine, which I didn't do because I was doing a demo, but you want your portafilter to stay nice and warm too. And
Let's go back to double.
Yeah, we'll double.
Hands free.
Yeah, I know that's going to be right around 17 grams. Can you get a shot? Please get a shot. I told you it's going to be, and I'm glad you tore the scale out.
Yeah.
Okay, a tenth of a gram. That's
It's
just
incredible.
what you get
It's
from
incredible.
this grinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Accuracy.
I'm sorry to interrupt. but
No. Yeah.
That makes me so happy. Oh, you got to have your extra tenth.
Yeah. No, I'm doing. What are you talking about? Oh, dang. Now I've
Oh,
overshot
now you
it.
blew it. But no, I really, really do like that about that grinder that you get. And even down at the, the Chiatos, the E6P, the timed version of the E5 Pro over there, it does really well. It's not going to do as consistently as E37S, but it'll get you there.
Well, let's see what we got with this.
And I'm surprised you're not going to weigh this one.
Nah.
Flying by the seat.
That's our cortado size, not neutral glass, so that's 4 ounces. So we're looking with a 17, 18 gram dose. We're looking for about 36 grams out, which would be right about 2 ounces. So you want it to be right about half full. I'm just going to eyeball that. Nice.
Yeah. No,
that's another
that
27-second shot.
And that is our Creme wave coffee. And again,
Right.
that coffee does not lie. It produces the Creme.
Oh, Mark, are you going to do it again?
I'm going to do it again.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
just haven't had enough. I am going to let it swirl and cool a bit.
Right. Do we have any more
yeah.
questions?
That's sweet.
Yeah, we got one. Todd asks which grinder is the easiest to clean.
Wouldn't Todd would like to know? No.
I'm going to go with the E37S because it's just 3 screws off the top. The whole thing lifts right apart.
Right,
And
yeah.
you're into the grinding chamber. And you don't lose your grind size.
Right. Well, and I don't know how much you're going to be able to show on the Mignons over here, but let's just do the 0.
Yeah, how that actually works.
So yeah, so on the back of this one, there's the secret.
The secret little.
Right there. Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
So right here, if
Little
you
magnetic
pull that
thing.
off, actually no, these ones aren't magnetic. The
Oh, that's
LX
right.
is.
They have the clips.
Right here, if you remove that screw, this whole thing comes off. And then there's your burrs. Oh,
I mean,
no,
you do
that's
need
not
to-
true.
You
And
do
then
need to remove the
top burr plate at that point.
and also the adjustment. So you need a little hex wrench, right?
No, this one slides off.
Oh, it slides off. Okay.
Yeah, so this one's fine.
Some of the Eurekas are a little different.
Right.
So, but then there's 3 screws in there to get the top burr plate
Right.
off. But you don't lose your grind size at all.
No, you don't have to touch the knob at all.
I
which is very
talk
nice.
about not losing your grind size all the time. I don't really think it's all that
No,
big a deal to lose it because another thing to remember, grind size is not set and forget. We do a lot of the CoffeeCast, we do a lot of educational stuff with that.
Right.
And I think it's the most misunderstood thing is that how critical grind size is. And when you as a coffee ages or
Right.
you switch coffees for sure,
Right.
or you switch your dosing weight, you are going to need to adjust your grind size
Right.
to suit the
Just
coffee.
day to day. I mean, when I come into work, every day I dial in the grinder.
I know,
Because
we
it's
did-
going to be different.
And we did a really interesting video. This one goes back. We've been doing videos for about 12 years.
That's right.
This goes back to right when COVID started. So we had to all go home for a little bit. So we took a very fresh from roast coffee.
That was AJ did that
home,
one. Yeah, that was great.
And we tracked day over day where the grind size needed to go and what the flavors were like. And we found that for the first 17 days, I think, that we were working with that, it was always needing adjustment. And
Oh
then-
yeah,
and then
especially
it
fresh from roast.
yeah, then it kind of settled in.
Right.
Coffee, in my opinion, can actually be too fresh. There's ways to deal with that.
You're not the only person that has that opinion.
I mean, I like it. If you're asking me when a coffee hits its peak, it's
I'd say 5 to 7 days off roast, honestly.
yeah, at least. So, if we have any more questions, we can do those, or we can go watch a football game. I will go
you
watch a football
will.
game.
Not for me.
And I'm not a Jets fan, but I do want the Jets to take the Dolphins and help my Bills. Right? Okay. If you're an AFC East fan, you know how that's working out.
We're in New York. I don't know if
Western
anybody,
New York.
how many people understand that. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
And when I say football, if you're in Europe, I'm sorry.
American football.
American
football.
Anyway, so again, if you want you want to get a 20-minute expert demo on these for free,
Right.
check out the CoffeeCast, do that, schedule that.
Right, from someone right here in Rochester, New York. Right.
Yep.
Right in that room,
Right
actually.
over there. Right over there. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. We will be back and doing more casts for the next few days. at
Tomorrow.
least.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow
and
at
Sunday
1.
and Monday. So if you're watching us live, you can come back for more. If you're watching us after the fact, there will be a lot more of this. But anyways, guys, thanks. I'm going to say it. A whole latte for watching. He hates it. No, he can't. Thanks, Whole Latte, for watching. We'll
Yeah.
see you back here soon for more of the best on everything coffee, brought to you by Whole Latte Love. Take care.